Yo, what is going on, guys? Alex7 here. Welcome back to another Test Drive Unlimited 2 video where I show you some unreleased concept art and talk to you about what was supposed to happen in the game. So without further ado, let's get straight on into this video. Now, if you haven't seen already, I've done a ton of videos on this concept art and unreleased features from Test Drive Unlimited 1 and Test Drive Unlimited 2. So today, let's start off with a banger concept art, and that is of the Treasure Island Airport. Now, not much has actually been said about what this is and where it's actually come from, but I'm sure you guys can relay your imagination to what this could have been. Now, all the art I'm going to show you is from Test Drive Unlimited 2, but this is the Treasure Island Airport. Now, this could have been the airport for Eden Island. When you think about it, it didn't really make any sense because there was no airport at Eden Island, and even from Test Drive Unlimited 1, you had to get to an Eden icon to even transfer over to the island, and in Test Drive Unlimited 2, that feature was gone for some reason. However, you could glitch to the island instead, and even on PC, you can mod your game PC to teleport there by yourself. But it really makes you wonder where this abandoned airport was supposed to be in game. Maybe they actually had a plan to have a third special island that was only available post-launch, or it could even be a planned Easter egg for the game once you finish the end game content. But hopefully one of you guys know, and maybe even know someone that created this concept art. You can let us know down in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and take a look at some more unreleased concept art. Now, moving on, you have one of the most interesting shops that was supposed to be in game. This right here is the watch shop that was supposed to make it in Ibiza, and this really opens your eyes to what Alan Janu might have planned for us in TDU Solar Crown, because this could be the game that Alan has always wanted to create it but never got the freedom to. So shout out to Nakan. I think they're actually letting him do it, and I can't wait to find out more. But this is the watch shop in Ibiza, and accessories have already been hinted in TDU SC, so maybe we might get individual shops. There could be a ton of stores packed around the island that really opens up the exploration for TDU Solar Crown, which is why I think that we might get one of the best open world racing maps of all time. And I don't think that's an understatement or a reach at all. Now right here, you also have what looks to be a racetrack. Whether that would be on road or dirt, I can't really tell, but it does look like it was supposed to be in Oahu, one of the racetracks with actual stands, fenced as well, and even a gate to even get through it. There's so many things that I'm pretty sure Eden Games wanted to do in TDU2, but they really didn't have the time, and unfortunately that kind of bottlenecked the entire game. But like I said, really happy Anjanu has gotten the franchise back, as we know that there are a ton of features that were unreleased in TDU2, so we're probably going to see those in TDU SC. One of the main ones being nightclubs. As I told you guys in a previous video, nightclubs was actually a hidden thing that was supposed to be in TDU2, but never actually made it into the game. However, we already know nightclubs is a thing in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, so it even opens your eyes to what else we could see. Now moving on, we have a concept art of Photo Ibiza. Now I wanted to bring that up because I really hope this is something in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Not just Photo Ibiza where you could go around the island and take pictures and report back to the guy who is the photo manager, but actually be able to take pictures inside of a studio in the game. You know how crazy that would be? Now, Kiloton have kind of done this sort of thing in WRC Generations, as you guys can see on the screen right now. However, I would love to see something like this in TDU SC. Imagine being able to take pictures with your car on a white backdrop, or even being able to green screen your vehicle for stuff that, I don't know, you can even use your imagination to what you could do with stuff like that. So again, very interesting to see this again. As we all know, the Photoshop didn't make it in, but I would love to see it expanded a lot more than it already was previously. And just to give you guys a quick recap of all of the other concept art that I've shown in the past, up on the screen is a slideshow of pretty much 10 concept arts that have been shown throughout Test Drive Unlimited 2, with some of them being one of my favorites, as I'm sure you guys might actually recognize where these areas are in game, because some of them did actually make it to it, including some vehicles such as the buggy. But you did have vehicles such as the Lamborghini, which didn't make it into Test Drive Unlimited 2, as they did have the license for it, but for some reason ended up losing it later on. Although some people do speculate that it was the physics as to why. I mean, there's even a mention here of dirt bikes, because I mean, there were off-road areas in TDU2, so it made sense to have dirt bikes, but we never actually got it in game. I'm sure you guys know why. Simply because Atari said, yeah, Eden, you gotta go, which is again a very unfortunate story, but it lives on, and now we have TDU Solar Crown coming. But now let me show you some incredible dev screenshots of Test Drive Unlimited 2. I mean, one of the first things I want to mention is this vehicle here, which was actually also supposed to come to Test Drive Unlimited 2, but never made it in. And when you think about it, like the things that TDU2 could have been, it's a shame we never really got it. But again, like I said, the bright side, we now have TDU Solar Crown with a very talented team of developers making it, so I cannot wait. Of course, moving on, you have screenshots of the Gumper, the Polo, for example. You even have some of the vehicles that weren't released to the public, such as the Audi S1 Quattro. I still can't believe this car didn't make it in. And even vehicles such as this, the Dodge Challenger. Even going further, seeing track cars, which I told you guys in an earlier video, a track car DLC was actually slated for Test Drive Unlimited 2, and this was one of the vehicles that was supposed to make it in. Even with one incredible kit car, or I should say Formula 1 car, depending on how you look at it. Even from buildings, and of course, even this picture here of, I'm not sure who this developer is, but this looks to be of a conference center of them showing off Test Drive Unlimited 2. This could actually have been the demo way back in an early build, showing it off to Atari. And at some point, I'm pretty sure Atari said, yo, let's dumb down the physics because we want to appeal to a wider audience. Speaking of, look what happened to Forza Horizon 5 when they did that. They dumbed it down to appeal to a wider audience from Forza Horizon 1, and you guys know the rest of the story and how that goes. Moving on, you even have vehicles like this from Lancia that were supposed to make it into the game, and even the rally version of the most OP off-road vehicle, the Subaru Impreza WRX. And to be more specific, I think this is the Hawkeye version. And before I end off this video, guys, I want to show one more picture just to remind you of something from Test Drive Unlimited 2, and this is the Atari Presents Ibiza Live E3 Party. I've done a whole video on this, so I'm not going to go over it all over again, but seeing this brings up a lot of memories into the whole launch of Test Drive Unlimited 2. So if you guys want to see more about this specific item, I'll leave a link down in the description below for you guys to go there and check out. But let me know down in the comment section as well about your favorite concept art that I just showed you from Test Drive Unlimited 2. As personally, the most intriguing to me was the Treasure Island Airport, as I couldn't find any information on that whatsoever. But you guys already know what it is. I'm Alex7. Subscribe for more Test Drive Unlimited content. You already know what it is. I'm Alex7, and I said that twice, but I'm out, guys. Peace.